Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my mom makes some of the best mutton biryani in the whole wide world, and this time when she was here I got her to shoot her entire recipe on camera so that I can share it with you guys as well. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing my mom's special mutton biryani recipe right in time for Ramadan. So let's begin. We're going to start off with marinating the mutton. For this, we've taken about 500 grams of mutton curry cut pieces. To that, we're going to add some ginger garlic paste, a tablespoon of garam masala powder, which is home ground, 1 tablespoon of red chili powder, and 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chili powder. This is the only thing that we're using here for color, which is why we're adding a little extra red chili powder, and some salt to taste, and 3 tablespoons of yogurt. We're going to end this by adding a little drizzle of oil, and then we're going to mix all of these ingredients very well with the mutton pieces. Now you can of course go ahead and mix all of these masala properly with a spoon, but nothing works as good as mixing all of this with hand. Make sure that you spend about a minute massaging the mutton pieces really well with the whole masala so that the flavor goes in very well, and then leave it on the side for 2 hours. Now after 2 hours of marination, we're going to start cooking the mutton. So in a pressure cooker, we've added 2 tablespoons of oil. To that, we're going to add some whole spices. Now you can add as per your liking here. And then we're going to add in chopped onions, about 5 chopped onions here, medium onions. And then we're going to quickly mix the onions and saute all of these whole spices properly. Keep stirring this till the onions become golden brown and translucent in color. And then go ahead and add the marinated mutton pieces to this. Because the mutton has all of the masalas added at the time of marination itself, we don't really need to go ahead and add any more masala here. Once you add all the mutton pieces, mix the mutton very well with the rest of the masala. Let it simmer for about 15 minutes and then cook it for about 15 whistles. While that is cooking, we're going to go and start working on the rice for the biryani. So for biryani, you need to ensure that you're using the best quality rice. What I'm using here is Dawat basmati rice. I'm going to quickly rinse this under the water and then put it up on a pan to cook. You can always cook it in the pressure cooker as well, but I feel like it cooks much better in a pan. So here I've added the required amount of water, about 1.5 cups for 1 cup of rice. And then I'm going to add some salt, some black pepper pods, and a good drizzle of ghee. You will see that this recipe will actually need a lot of ghee. Using ghee here will ensure that your rice comes out very delicious. Cover this and let this cook for about 10 minutes. So while this was cooking, the mutton got done. So I'm going to release the pressure and open the pressure cooker. This is how it looks right now. It looks absolutely delicious. The only thing is I want the water to get a little evaporated. So I'm going to let this simmer on the side for about 15 more minutes. And while that was happening, the rice is also done. You can see that the rice has become really beautiful. All of the grains of rice are actually separated. So once these two things are done, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is frying the onions. So I've used 2 medium onions here and I've cut them into juliennes, and I'm going to add them to a pot with about 2 tablespoons of oil. Now at this point, we don't want to slightly cook the onions. We actually want the onions to become golden brown, like properly fried, till they actually get that little bit of crunch in it. Once that is done, you can transfer this to the plate, and now we're going to move on to layering the biryani, which is the most important step. So in a pan away from the heat, I'm going to add the first layer of rice on the bottom. Now for the next layer, we're going to add the mutton curry that we just made. Next, we're going to top it with some fried onions, some pudina leaves or mint leaves, and then we're going to drizzle about half a teaspoon of ghee on it. Now we're going to repeat all of these steps again. So we're going to add some more rice as the next layer. We are making 2 layers here, but you can go ahead and make 4 or 5 layers as well using the same ingredients. We're going to top that with some mutton. Now in the next layer, make sure that you add more mutton pieces and more gravy. We're going to add some more rice on this. And then I'm adding some saffron soaked in milk. I added about a few strands of saffron in milk in the morning itself, and that's what I'm adding here, so that some of the rice actually turn orangish in color, which looks absolutely beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and add the fried onions again, the pudina leaves again, and once the layering is done, we're going to put the pot back on the heat, cover it up with a lid, and let this whole thing cook together for about 15 more minutes. This is what will bring the whole thing together and add a delicious flavor. So after 15 minutes, we're going to switch off the gas here. And the delicious mutton biryani is ready to be served. This is how beautiful it looks in color and in texture. Serve this to all of your favorite people. It has the right blend of spices and the richness. Serve it with some raita, a little bit of mirchi ka salan if you like, and that's it. This beautiful thing is ready to be eaten. So that is it for today's video, guys. Happy Ramadan to all of you. Please do let me know how you like this recipe in the comment section, and if you'd like to see more such recipes in the future. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.